Alright, here we are. We pulled up on this little spot last night, about 3 in the morning. It's really nice. Had 2 people pull up on us. They probably weren't concerned, just sightseers or people using the bathroom here. My rusty old van. It's where I slept. Haven't been making videos. Had a job running wire in these commercial buildings, and we just got laid off for a month because we finished the job last night. So yeah, I'm gonna be making more videos for a little bit. Check out this little outhouse here. Fresh boot tracks. Someone took a shit here this morning. What if there's a dead body inside? Nope. This looks like a tiny little prison. Toilet paper. Nice. Yeah, the Forest Service will have things like this. Sometimes they'll have nothing. Just depends. Little poop system. And then we have back behind it a beautiful valley. Take a look on the other side of this parking lot. But yeah, later today, I plan on maybe going fishing a little bit. But we're gonna run to town and get some groceries, and then we'll have some cooking videos. I'm gonna try to start making a video a day again. The parking lot is all surrounded by these giant rocks. I don't know where the hell they came from. Seems like a lot of work. It's rained a lot here. We've gotten like 15 inches of rain or so in the past week, really. But it's really nice out today. Look at this. We got these cliffs up here. And solid rock, and it's actually got trees growing right out of the rock. They got little flowers on them. Wow. Interesting. I'm sniffing it, seeing how it smells. Yeah, this is cool. Got the rock face up here. Look at how high that bluff is. Pretty cool little spot. Here's a perfect little circle. Wonder how that got there. I got paid. Spent too much of my money, really. More than I needed to. A little swampy area back here. I need to, my plan is to try to not spend like any money. Gross, look. A little baby rabbit. or something. It's all rocky back here. Look at that. Weird. I bet you that rabbit fell off the cliff or something. Probably when it was raining or something. Or being chased by something. I think it was a rabbit. It might have been some sort of little rodent. What are all these little circles? I wonder if they like put dynamite down there or something to blow it up and get rocks for this back in the day. Like a rock quarry. We're about at the foot of this little trail. I don't really want to walk up it because it's a big giant hill, but I'm kind of, you know, it'd kind of leave you guys on a cliffhanger if I just read the sign about it. So I'll probably just go ahead and do it. Show you guys the top of Millstone Bluff. You should know it takes under 2 hours to walk this half-mile trail. Well, I'd fucking hope so. Jesus Christ. Federal law. The Millstone Bluff Trail provides unusual opportunity to view close up one of the few well-preserved prehistoric settlements in the Midwest. I don't feel like reading all that. It was home to the Woodland and Mississippi Indians. The Woodland first lived here around 1,500 years ago, building a big stone wall on the bluff top. They moved throughout the hills, hunting deer and turkey and gathering wild foods. Nuts. Oh, so that's where it gets ooh, that's a millstone, I'm guessing. Fuck yeah. Look at that. That tree was karate chopped in half by a giant. Alright. I think I'm going to stop recording until I get to the top of the hill. If I see anything interesting, I'll update you. Alright, well, I got to the top of this big ass hill. It is talking about this spot has been relatively undisturbed for over 500 years. I guess a bunch of Indians used to live at the top. So yeah, we're gonna check it out. See if they're full of shit or if they're telling the truth. Alright. I don't know if you can read that, but it says you are entering a very sensitive archaeological area. We're gonna see all the signs and it'll tell us what the hell is going on. The Forest Service builds these little wooden things for the paths. It's pretty cool. Sorry, I'm breathing heavy. It's really far walk. All uphill. Up we go. A stone fort. So cool. So it says there's a stone fort. Was one right here. Because they'd be fighting with their neighbors. Lots. That's all poison ivy. I ain't touching nothing. Yeah, we're at the top of Millstone Bluff. The biggest hill in all the land, at least around here. We're gonna try to make it quick, because I remembered I left my van unlocked, and I don't want strangers to come along and steal all my belongings, which it's unlikely that would happen, but look at that view. Wow. That really is beautiful. All right, this is what we're talking about. Nice little path. See where it leads. Yeah, this is where it leads. And look how far we can see. Wow. That's pretty sweet. Got stories in stone. They're talking about some dumbass Indian bullshit. Ooh, if we put worms on the rocks, the spider god will love us. You know, some dumb shit like that. Apparently, there's some petroglyphs. I hear a squirrel. Oh shit, they're coming for me because I was talking shit about the Indian gods. I see the thunderbird. Oh yeah, you can see it in the video better than you can see it in real life. You see the Thunderbird down there? Hope I don't drop my phone. Be the Indian gods. That's a turkey track, circle and cross. I don't know. How do we know this just wasn't a guy like 100 years ago? Carved that shit into it. Beautiful. Are you sure it'll increase 30K? What if we carve them out deeper? All right. That's all for the Millstone Bluff Trail. We're gonna make our way back down the hill. And then we're gonna drive to a grocery store, get some food, and go somewhere and cook it. See you in a little bit. There she is. Made my way back down the hill. It's a lot easier going down in my old rusty, trusty van. I mentioned I got laid off for about a month. After the month is up, it's gonna be awesome. Hopefully, hope to God I get on with this crew. I think I should. They've, they're leading me on if I ain't getting there. But I'll be okay even if I don't. But if I do, it'll be awesome. Because we'll be traveling to like Kansas City and I get a hotel room. And it'll be like a couple months. Which will be freaking awesome, dude. The van's cool and all, but having a place to shower every day is even cooler. So hopefully that'll work out, and then I'll be in a hotel room and going to work every day. And it won't quite be like this. I don't know why I said it like that. It won't quite be like this, but you know, I'm sure there's some interesting things in Kansas City. I could like get food different places and check out different parks. I'm sure they got a lake I can fish at. We'll find some way to make some content out there. But yeah, so that'd be a nice opportunity. Because I'd get a hotel room and a bunch of money for working. All right, we're gonna go grocery shopping. I'll keep you updated. All right, we got bacon cooking. Got some squash, potatoes, bread, mushrooms. I got chicken, pork, other stuff. But yeah, this is gonna be delicious. Somebody pulled up with some horses. It's a big horse riding place. And I'm just sitting here watching YouTube videos and cooking breakfast. Whoa. This great weather. Yeah, I'll show you how it turns out. I'm just gonna make a bunch of bacon and some mushrooms and probably some toast. Yeah. And drink a bunch of this spring water. I got cheese too. Probably put it on the potatoes. This is like my long-term food storage. When I go on the road, since I'll be out of state, I want to try to save all my money. I'm going to try to eat all my backup food. Good deal.